What is up, y'all? I get to check out the OZ ROA from Vola Guitars in this ridiculous DSE finish. Let's jump into it, shall we? All right, so hopefully I'll have some B-roll up here on the screen because this finish, I don't know if any of this is doing it justice. This finish is actually wild. It's a burst-ish kind of finish with a spiral in the middle. It's really kind of crazy. It has a clear acrylic pick guard over the top of it. Let me go ahead and read off some specs for you all on this guitar. So we've got a bolt-on neck, a chambered mahogany body with an ash top. The neck is a roasted maple one-piece neck, and it's a modern C profile. That's what they call it. I would agree with it being a modern C profile. It's not too thick. It's not too thin either. It definitely has some girth to it. It feels really good in the hand. 12-inch radius, this is a 25.5-inch scale, normal scale length here. You have 22 medium jumbo nickel frets on it, and it has Vola's own humbucker and 2 single coils in it. It's an HSS array here, one of my favorite setups on a guitar. You have 1 volume, you have 1 tone, you have a 5-way selector switch here, and then you have a toggle switch to toggle between coil splitting that humbucker. A Gotoh bridge, Gotoh locking tuners, and a hard shell case is included with this in the box. You get a lot of guitar for the price on this thing. And at the time of me filming this, it comes in just under $1,300 US. Pretty damn good for what you get out of this guitar. So let's go ahead and jam through it a little bit more. What we're doing today is I'm jamming through the Mesa Dual Rectifier 90s reissue. I've got a whole bunch of pedals set up, but we're gonna go through the clean channel, we're gonna go through the distorted channel, we'll use an overdrive pedal, that way you get an idea of how these pickups sound, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the guitar. At the end of this, it is worth mentioning that Vola Guitars did send this guitar to me, although I am not keeping the guitar. But I did not pay for it either. So I will be sending this back to them as soon as I'm done with this review, and hope that it helps you all to make your decision in buying one of these pretty badass Vola OZs, honestly. They have a whole lineup of these with different specs. I will be demoing another one that's right behind me. It's a 7-string, so stay tuned for the next video, please, as well as a bass, which is also hanging up behind me too. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into how this thing sounds, shall we? All right, so the first tone that we're gonna check out here is actually gonna be on the distorted channel of the dual rec because that's where I was already at, and that's probably what you're here to hear anyways. And so I'm gonna turn off the overdrive. I'm using the opaque drive from Substation Onyx. I will turn it back on in a little bit. It's what you heard in the first clip there as well. We're going to be running on bridge pickup, not coil tapped, anything like that. Tone knob is dimed at 10 like it should be. And let's go ahead and hear how it sounds. Worth mentioning that the dual rec is set to about halfway gain on the red channel. I believe I'm on vintage and the vacuum tube setting, not the silicone diode. I actually like the vacuum setting. I know a lot of people love the silicone diode, but neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get back into this. We will put on an overdrive in a second here. Let's go ahead and cycle through these pickups though. That was bridge pickup humbucker. Let's go ahead and turn it into a single. So you can already hear how articulate these pickups are. They sound great, and again, these are stock. There's nothing swapped on here. There's nothing I'm doing to it. Let's go ahead and go into the next position on the pickup selector. Middle position. And the 4th position. All of those will start to matter a lot more once we get to the clean channel, trust me on that. Sounds really good for those add 9 chords and the neck. All right, enough of that nonsense. Obviously, for distorted tones, we want to hear the heavy. So let's go ahead and click on the gold channel of the opaque drive. I've got the level not dimed, but like 3/4 of the way up. And I've got the tone a little bit over halfway. It doesn't need much brightening with these pickups. They actually do a really good job cutting already. But you'll notice that because these are a little bit lower output, I would call these like medium output pickups, you can really get extreme clarity out of them. And you'll see that when we go to the clean channel. But because of that, you can also really hear what an overdrive is doing. So again, bridge pickup, not coil tapped. Here's what we got. And here is the overdrive. Still learning that riff, so forgive me there. Thing sounds brutal though. Like, it really does sound ridiculous. Here's a couple of lead-ish kind of riffs on the neck pickup. We all know I'm not a great lead player, but I'm gonna try for y'all. Let's go ahead and add some reverb and delay to that. So I've got the Strymon Blue Sky and I've got the Mako Mark II from Walrus Audio. That's my reverb and delay. Sounds pretty good. I just love hearing those tails. All right, let's go ahead and hear high gain with the overdrive pedal, and let's go ahead and coil split that bridge pickup. It sounds mean. The reason why I wanted to point out that coil split option is because we're actually going to switch to a fuzz tone now, because I found out this guitar sounds fantastic through fuzz pedals. Not every guitar and pickup combination does. That's actually something I learned pretty early on when messing with fuzz pedals, is they don't like all pickups. The impedance at which the pickups hit it really does matter, and the fact that this has a native coil split option that you don't have to install yourself makes that super helpful. So let me go to the clean channel of the dual rec, and let's go ahead and turn off the noise gate. Worth mentioning, I did have a noise gate on there, so that's why even on the coil tap setting, it wasn't making a ton of noise. But let's go ahead and do a fuzz pedal now. So we'll do it with it in humbucking mode, and then I'll switch it back over into the coil split. So worth mentioning there that is the Machina 2 from Fuzz Imp. It's a really cool fuzz pedal. I hope you noticed how it sounded quite a bit different when you coil tap. So let me just do that A to B right quick with these add 9 chords for you. You'll see me flip the switch back up, and that's when I switched over to the single coil. So I hope that does a good job of showing you what it can sound like through a fuzz pedal. Now let's go ahead and go to a clean channel, because everybody is going to use it at some point. I've become a believer of the clean channel. So right now I have nothing else on. I have no chorus, no nothing. So we have just clean on the bridge, humbucking. Pretty damn good sparkling clean, like effortless. I have the volume all the way up, nothing that I had to do there to make it happen at all. If we coil split that bridge pickup, sounds great. So we go then to the middle position, which I actually like a lot. So you'll hear, even when I'm strumming, it's not overpowering it. Again, a benefit of having around medium output pickups on here is they're not overpowering anything. You can get a really wide range of tones out, and it plays really well with any pedal that I have on the pedal board. Yes, it sounds like I'm glazing the guitar, but it's because it's sick. It actually is sick. So let's go ahead and add some effects. Let's do some reverb and delay now that you all have heard the naked tone. Naked tone, is that a way to put it? Delay will always let you know when you've messed up, but sounds great. I actually like to turn on that channel of the Machina too. It acts kind of like a compressor. It's not adding a ton of gain, but it is breaking up. And so it's not adding too much, but it's giving me the... So if I play lightly, it does a good job. Should also mention this is a trem. It's a Gotoh trem on here, which is super stable and everything. I just didn't put the trem bar on it because I don't use trems that much. So able to get a lot of really cool tones out of this thing. It's a really fun guitar. Let's go ahead and mess with this a little bit further. I want to mess and just see what a chord progression sounds like with the fuzz pedal. Go ahead and put some reverb on as well. Well, what do I think? This is a badass guitar. I've already been gushing about it the whole time. It looks ridiculous. This DSE finish is just immaculate. Again, I hope that this is coming across on the camera because it just looks ridiculous. Every single person, including my wife, who already thinks I have enough guitars, came in and she's like, holy crap, is that one you get to keep? And I was like, nah, unfortunately not. But it does look ridiculous, man. Okay, I gotta stop gushing about it. My thoughts on it. This is a really solidly built guitar. It's not too heavy. I don't have the exact weight on it. It looks fantastic. This neck is extremely comfortable to play. Just like the JZ FRO, super comfortable. The roasted maple seems to be really stable. This was shipped to me and I had no issues with tuning stability. It was set up in drop C sharp. I have now reset it up in just regular old drop D and had no issues adjusting intonation, adjusting spring tension or anything like that. Way easier to use than a Floyd Rose in my opinion. So super, super simple to set this up. I also have gotten used to having the middle pickup. That's actually pretty nice now. I used to hate having a middle pickup. I don't hate it anymore. It's really great to have it on there because you have so many different tonal capabilities. If you hate a middle pickup, slam it down. Take the screwdriver and lower the middle pickup. Don't get rid of it though. There's so many use cases, especially for clean tones. So nice to have that sparkling clean tone that still has a little bit of the neck bite and a little bit of the bridge bite because of that position of it. It's nice to have. It's one of those things where you need to have a guitar like this. It's really sick. I think you can't beat this for the money. So all that said, obviously there is an affiliate link in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on these. What do you think about the Vola guitars? This is my, third one now that I'm testing, and I'm pretty stoked on them. Made in Japan, and they're not gonna break the bank, and you get a lot for them. They're solid guitars, they have really solid components, they have great high-end specs and hardware, they have high-end pickups in them, at least in my opinion, they sound high-end to my ears. check them out, man. I really hope you all check them out. All links are down in the description below as usual. If you all have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. And until next time, peace and love, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye now.